Welcome to Your Stronger Relationship. I'm Kathy Garner, the relationship coach, and I hope this program helps you to create the kind of relationship that you really want. Now, whether things are really generally good in your relationship or whether they're pretty tough at the moment, learning these relationship skills and practicing them with your partner will make your relationship much more intimate, loving and fulfilling. Now, if you, like me, grew up believing that myth that all you need is love, then it may be a strange idea that you can even learn to have a great relationship. But studies over the past 40 years by brilliant researchers like John Gottman, Sue Johnson, Gary Chapman, a whole host of others, show us that couples who live happily ever after are not relying on love alone. They're practicing a set of positive relationship skills, and they're avoiding 4 very toxic habits. If we want our own happily ever after, we can learn these skills, and we can learn them easily. That's why I've written this program for you. Because my frustrated love life turned upside down as I understood and practiced good relationship skills. So I know that more love is possible for everyone. More love is possible for you. This program is based on the latest evidence of what makes love work. Now, the foundation for every successful relationship is a solid and deep friendship, where partners love each other for who they are, and they deepen that love through what they do. They transform conflict by gaining understanding, and they're responsive to each other, which helps them to build trust. They know they can depend on each other, and they create meaning by talking about their dreams, their life's purpose, and what they want to accomplish. So, to have a strong foundation for your relationship, the skill that underpins it all is friendship. Now, that may be a little bit of a cliche, but do we really know what friendship is? I hadn't given much thought to it at all until I started doing my master's degree a few years ago, and I studied communication and started reading about the science of love. I discovered that there were 5 main components to friendship, and maybe there are more, but with these 5 we can really master the skill of being good, solid friends who are there for each other. And the first skill is this: welcoming each other into our different worlds, admiring and appreciating one another, treasuring the time we spend together, learning to communicate in different love languages, building a strong bond of trust between us so that we're responsive to each other. Now, those are the 5 friendship skills. Whenever I tell people that science has identified 4 relationship killers, the first thing they want to know is, what are they? We're painfully aware of how fragile relationships can be and how easy it is to fall out of connection. So finding out what to avoid is really important. And we'll discover that some of the things we may be trying to avoid, like conflict, are not in themselves bad. In fact, they can even deepen our connection and deepen our intimacy. But the 6th skill then is avoiding criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and emotional disengagement. So conflict, although it's often uncomfortable, can actually make us negative towards our partners if we try to cover it up. So if we brush things under the carpet, the chances are we'll disagree more and we'll feel some of those relationship killers. What we really need to do is just to stop that conflict escalating by turning conflict into intimacy. So that's skill 7. And by repairing after an argument, by kissing and making up. That's skill 8. Most overlooked are the skills of creating meaning in our relationships. It's incredibly powerful to put your relationship vision into words, to understand your life's purpose. Now, I use art to help couples and individuals to do this. I take their words and I create a powerful portrait that expresses each of their dreams and hopes and visions and looks back at them through their own eyes. So the most important relationship skill, I believe, is to have a vision for our relationship and to create daily habits that take us towards that vision and away from the relationship killers. And the final skill is to be your fullest self, to follow your dreams and support one another in following theirs. So this program covers a whole lot of things, and it includes a downloadable Love Guide PDF, which is a kind of workbook that I've created for you so that you and your partner can have some practical ways just to sit down together and ask each other questions and go through ideas together. Now, that may seem a little bit contrived, But if you use these skills often, you'll find that they become more and more natural. Your worlds may be as different to each other as visiting different countries, which is why the Love Guide is designed to look a little bit like a Lonely Planet guide or a rough guide. I used to carry these great big heavy books around when I was an independent traveller years ago, and I discovered all these amazing places because the pages were filled with new ideas and exotic things, places to go and things to do. So I hope that that's what you find when you fill these pages with your partner's dreams and stories about their lives and their experiences. And I hope it inspires you to create an even more wonderful, meaningful life together.